Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Healing Element Podcast. I'm your host, Kai Marie, and I'm here with Shanetta.
Hi, everyone.
So I will let y'all know who Shanetta is and why she's on tonight. So first, wanted to say if this is your first time joining the Healing Element Podcast, welcome. You can catch new episodes here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we have conversations about how to prioritize your mind, body, and spirit so that way you can live basically your best life. So tonight we are going to be talking about a challenge that kicked off in the Facebook group, or I like to say the Facebook community called Journey to Self. And Shanetta is one of the facilitators, one of the admins in the group. And a lot of what we've done now with this challenge, she was a part of like, hi, if you're doing this challenge, you should make it so it's accessible to everybody. Because what I had in my head was like way too much. And so she was like, it makes more sense if you can make it so that people can actually just provide simple steps that people can do. And then you'll get more participation. So we got a decent amount of participation in the group for this being the first challenge. So I want to welcome Shanetta, one of the admins from the Facebook group, to the podcast.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shanetta, as Kai introduced. I just thought it was a great challenge, and I know Kai and myself have done multiple challenges in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Some were successful and some not so much.
Right.
And I think the great thing about this challenge is it had the flexibility to just basically cultivate it to your particular lifestyle. Everyone is so different. Everyone does, whether it be a challenge, whether it be some type of fast, whether it be some, just something to rebuild essentially that you want to work on. Everyone's lives is so different. And I love this challenge for the very fact that you can make it your own.
Exactly. And you're exactly right. It created that flexibility. So we have a few folks that are joining us live. So if you're joining us live and you are participating in the challenge and you want to jump on the live stream, just let me know in the comments and I will send out the link. If you're like, I want to engage, but I don't want to be on screen, that's okay too. Just drop whatever it is that you want to say about the experience. Just drop that in the comment box. So with that being said, we first want to let folks know what is the challenge. So if you haven't seen it, I've been posting it everywhere on Facebook and on Instagram. But if you have not seen it, it's the Journey to the Self, Mind, Body, Soul 60-day challenge, in which for 60 days we commit to these following things. So 1, commit to working out at least twice a week. 2, selecting a healthy diet plan and sticking to it. 3, drinking a gallon of water a day, which I think that may have been the hardest thing for me, is that gallon of water a day. Yeah. And then the 5, and then every day meditating for 5 minutes. So as I said, for those that are participating in the challenge, you can definitely drop below, join the conversation to talk about your experience. And Shanna's going to talk about her experience, how it's been for her. But just so you guys know, also, if you're like, what is a Journey to Self Facebook group? That's a group that I started in, I think, September of this year. And basically, that's just a group that creates community and support for people that are looking to begin to prioritize mind, body, spirit. So it's very early in its stages right now. So we're really seeing what people need, what people want, and how best we can show up for them to support them on their path. So that way they feel supported on their path of wellness. So if you want to join the Facebook group, you can hit the link that is in the description of this video. You can join. It is open to everybody. As long as you can agree to the terms, then you are welcome to join the Facebook group. So with that being said, Shanetta, can you talk to us a little, and I'm going to share too about my experience, but can you talk a little bit about how it's been for you? Have you found certain parts more challenging than others? For me, really quick, it was hard when we went away to visit relatives the beginning of November. It was hard to keep up, especially with the water intake, because you're just constantly moving around, not like kind of your regular schedule that you will have when you're at home. So what has been your experience?
What a challenge I have had. What a challenge I've had with it. But in so many ways, while it's been challenging, it's been really good, right? I am a single mom who is now a mom of a newly 4-year-old. She just turned 4 last week.
So cute.
Thank you. The very challenge, without anything else going on, of maintaining her, making sure she has everything she needs. As a mom, unfortunately, you always put yourself on the back burner. So this challenge has been really good when it comes to me being able to focus on myself. To make sure I carve out a little bit of time for myself. Being that I'm in the office 2 days out the week and home the rest. The water wasn't a challenge for me until I went away on vacation.
Yeah. Yep.
That's when it got real. That was because on vacation, you're not thinking, I have to drink this gallon, I have to drink this gallon. You're
Right.
like just trying to live your best life.
Yeah. Yep.
And, it's cute until you're out and about and have to go to the bathroom 30 times. Like, whoa, so that was challenging. I really thoroughly enjoyed the meditation part, and that was a part that I actually did the best in, simply because I'm an early riser, as you know, Kai. So
yes, from college years, Shanetta can get up at like the crack of dawn and be fine, and I'm like, what? I can't function yet.
But in its own space, especially now being a mom, I get up so early because that's the only me time I have.
Yeah.
So that was cool to meditate and kind of calm everything down. The working out, still working on that. But I would say those were my biggest challenges. The water and the working out, the meditation was great. And even I was able to read, which was something, I really unfortunately hadn't had a lot of opportunity to do. So just making sure I carve out some time for myself was great. And I appreciate the challenge for that because, like I said in the past, I have done other challenges. I've done the smoothie challenge. I've done, I think, the plant-based challenge. I've done a lot of challenges. And while all of them had their benefits, this in particular was special to me simply because I felt like it was me and the overall wellness. And that's a big part of this journey, right? Mind, body, and soul in some way. You always want to continue to have that develop. So I definitely appreciate it. And I can't wait to do another one because the good thing about this is that, Kai and I have spoke about it's ongoing, right? So now you got a feel of where's your strength, where's your weakness? Do you want to change anything? Do you want to add anything? I think that's the beauty of the whole challenge. And not to mention the awesome participation we have in the group. It's been many of times where the community has been a pillar for me. Where it's like, I'm gonna just have to catch this on the next 60 days, and then somebody tells their story and it's like, wow, that's excellent. If she can do it, it should be no reason why I can't, carve out 10 minutes to do a meditation or carve out 10 minutes to read like 30 pages or something.
Yeah,
whatever the case may be.
right. It's so true because it's just like going to the gym. If you have a gym partner, you're more likely to go
Hmm.
versus if you have to go by yourself. So with what we've created in this community, it's like, okay, you're not going at it alone with this challenge that we're doing right now, or future challenges. You have a whole community around you that when it's like, I cannot drink any more water, or I'm getting tired of drinking water, then we've made posts about, okay, this is how you can infuse your water with fruit. This is how you can what you can do to still get hydrated. Like, you can maybe drinking a gallon of water, your doctor is like, no, like
Right.
that's not
And
for
I
you for
think
whatever
that was
reason.
so
Hmm.
important, right?
Hmm.
Being able to cultivate this thing for what best suits you.
Hmm.
And making sure while you're doing it for a great purpose, you don't want to push yourself so hard.
Right,
If you
right.
can't drink the gallon of water, drink what you can, but you're making a mental note to do better and drink as much water as you can.
Hmm.
If you're not able.
Oh, I think we lost you. I don't know where the sound went.
You are
Oh,
Can
there
you
it
see
goes.
me? Yeah,
Yep,
sorry.
that's
I'm
okay.
not really able to go to the gym. So you know what? What I can do is on my lunch break, do a 30-minute walk, 40-minute
Hmm.
walk, and doing the best that I can do with that and not feeling the disappointment of I'm not doing enough.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. We didn't want people to feel discouraged. Well, I can only work out for the reason like once a week or so.
Right, right.
And maybe I can't do cardio because you could have people in the group that maybe have a heart condition, so they can only do certain type of workouts. So we wanted to make sure that it was very inclusive
Mhm.
to everyone. And I want to say too, I remember you and well, we didn't do it at the same time. And I don't even necessarily think it was a challenge, but remember it was like that 21-day cleanse.
Lord, yes.
That almost took me out by week.
It
Like
was
that was intense.
that week 3 is when
Yes.
you really start contemplating what is life
Work.
about.
It's true. And it was expensive. Like initially when you're buying all this stuff. So that was another thing that Shannon and I talked about. Like, what's something that's gonna be practical for people and is not gonna cost them like a huge amount of money, but they
Right.
can still feel the benefit from it. So that's why like one part of it was whatever your healthy eating plan is, or whatever your diet is, you select what that is and stick with it. It doesn't have to be all vegan or organic. All that stuff costs a little bit more money. So whatever healthy meal plan that you want to do for this challenge, you commit to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other thing is, I think the water intake was challenging, and the workout was. It started to get to me a little bit because I'm working out, doing the yoga. I'm doing that twice a day. And I'm
Right.
doing that for other purposes because I'm going to be doing other videos for regarding yoga. But I became extremely sore. Like my muscles were just like completely sore.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were times where instead of doing the hour, I was like, you know what? I'm only going to do 30 minutes. And that's because of listening to my body. Yes, I got
Right.
exercise going on, but my body is like, you're maxed out. Like this
Right.
is something new that you're introducing. So I just did like a 30-minute when I was feeling that, um, because I most importantly listen to your body.
Absolutely.
Um, so let's see what else we talked about: the meal plan, the experience. I think overall, I was debating for someone that hasn't done this before if 60 days was a lot to kick off, and I want to get your thoughts on this. I think it was a lot.
Agreed.
If you
60
haven't done
days is a
challenges,
lot.
60 days is a lot.
I think that's a good point too.
Hmm.
It's a lot for different reasons, right? It's a lot for someone who's never done a challenge before, for sure.
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
long commitment. I think also what makes a difference here is the involvement with the group.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot when you may feel like you're by yourself. And there have been a lot of group members, so you can't be
Hmm.
like, and some people may say with this group I am a little aggressive from time
Hmm.
to time. And you can't be that way with someone who's just starting out, someone who, just working the kinks out. So I do believe 60 days is a bit long. But again, it's trial and error. Maybe next time we can do 30 days,
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right. Because 60, like you said, you're exactly right. If this is something you're not really doing, like say if you've gone from like not working out at all, eating whatever you wanted, not really drinking water, to now committing to 60 days, that can seem like I don't even want to do it. Like that could be a turn off right there, because it's hard to digest doing this for 60 days. Unlike 30, it's like, okay, I got a month, I can get this through the month. And that way it probably is more something that you would participate in more and feel that you can do it. 60 days, that's a long time, especially as we get closer to the holidays. So that's another kind of lesson learned, is like when to kick off the challenge.
Definitely kicking it off in January the next one. Nah.
Because it's gonna be serious at the holidays, right? So we talked about a challenge for the new year, and we were kind of playing with like a 7-day vegan challenge. Once again, kind of playing with those days again, and kind of seeing what works best for the group. Like, does 60 days work, or is that too intense? So that this is helping us kind of get a feel of what everybody is comfortable with. But we talked about like a 7-day vegan challenge. We talked about like a 30-day type of challenge as well. So that will kind of depend on the feedback that we get from those that are participating in the 60-day.
Okay.
So we just wanted to come on really quick to just talk a little bit about the challenge, and we'll have a little bit of this video will be posted on Facebook and also Instagram. So that way, if people want to know more about joining the group, that they can do that. So any other thoughts you have, Shanetta, about this? And I'll probably just like put the screen on you so you can kind of share. I'll still be here. I'm not going nowhere.
I just think it was a really good challenge, and I got a lot of it, mainly just being able to focus on myself. I think that's the biggest thing that I got from that. Just carving out a little time to say, you know what, Shanetta, this is the time you have to focus on yourself. Whether it be just mentally unwinding with the meditation, whether it be just saying, okay, for me, I'm not eating fried foods for these 60 days. Health, whether it just be going in a corner and picking up a book and saying, I'm going to read to myself. I really enjoyed it, and I want to encourage everyone to take a little bit of time to, make sure your wellness is taken care of, and make sure you are putting some time in you, especially when you can be a caretaker to other more than yourself. So
I think that's an excellent point. And it's true, we can get so wrapped up in what we're doing for other people that we neglect ourselves. And challenges are a great way to reset and make sure that you are taking care of your mind, body, spirit. Because if you can't take care of others, if you're falling apart.
Absolutely.
So you have to be able to take care of yourself. So with that being said, it's a quick little check-in that we're having tonight. But I will be back next Tuesday. That's going to be a fun episode. I'm still trying to convince Dwayne to taste vegan treats with me. I don't know what that episode is going to be like Tuesday.
Okay, what kind of vegan treats?
So, like, you would have like the sweet potato pie. Oh, I don't know.
But okay, I have so many questions.
Yes.
Where are you getting these vegan treats from?
So there's this bakery. It's in the Charlotte area. I haven't seen where she has like your traditional, what is it? Like Thanksgiving type of meals, or I'm sorry, pies. But she has like different type of cupcakes and that type of thing. And it's supposed to be all vegan. It looks really good. I'll send you the the link to her.
I
You
wouldn't
guys find her
mind
on
trying
Instagram.
that. It's sometimes when we dabble in the tofu a little bit too freely.
Oh yeah, no. I don't do tofu.
I've gotten some tofu things where I was like, I know this is supposed to look like and taste like steak, but I'm getting a different vibe here.
No, so the only kind of meat that I will eat is like the Beyond Meat, like the burgers.
Everybody loves that. Now that I haven't tried, but I heard it's really, really good.
It's really good. The other night I made Sloppy Joe with the Beyond Meat. And Dwayne, he doesn't really eat too much red meat, but he, here and there, very rarely, but he'll sometimes have a burger.
Yeah.
And I did, and he likes it. Okay. To me, I'm like, this tastes like a hamburger. He's like, okay, it tastes good, but it definitely doesn't taste like a hamburger, but it tastes good. But so yeah, so we're gonna try that out Tuesday. I think either way, I'll be here live on Instagram. I'm sorry, on the podcast about something. Okay. But the goal is to do that about the vegan treats, but I don't know about that.
I think after you try that, I'm just gonna ask Dwayne his opinion. So, yours could be
Dwayne will be honest. He's like, that does not taste good.
Yeah, that's who I need to talk to.
So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna do that live next Tuesday. That's the plan. So with that being said, we hope that you guys enjoyed our conversation today. If you're watching the replay, just please in the comments put #replay. And I will see you here next Tuesday.
Okay.
You guys have a good night.
Good night.